All right, dudes. Okay, gentlemen. Let's talk about uh, living in reaction. Living in reaction. And what does that mean? Some examples of that would be well, living in reaction is where you don't know what you want. And that's hard to tell. That's very hard to tell because uh how do I say it? You're the one who experiences it, and very much so, whatever you're doing is making you feel good. But in the long term, you don't know that it's actually screwing you up. It feels good, so it must be good too. A good example is food. Okay? A year ago, 1 year ago, I was in the hospital, and I found out after I was discharged, uh, kidney disease, uh, congestive heart failure, type 2 diabetes, and you know what? That's all a result of what I was eating. When I was eating the food, it felt good. It felt really good. See? Now I have vegetables. Stir-fried vegetables. It's not French fries and a hamburger, but if I want to live longer, I gotta eat this. And then there's like no added salt to this, no added salt, sugar, or whatnot. And then the noodles, well, yeah, it will give me, it's like carbohydrates. Apparently, not all that bad because these are egg noodles. It's the rice noodles that has a worse effect on me. Anyway, back to you guys. So, an example of living in reaction. Broccoli is not knowing what you want in life, not knowing that what feels good can also mess you up. So let's break down those two things. Example one was here, my food, right? My food in the past was messing me up. But it felt good to eat the food, so it must feel good. Got my water right here. It must feel good to eat all of that. But no, it messed me up. You always giving gifts to a person. I always come back to this because if you haven't figured it out already, you guys are doing this stuff to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. Giving gifts to everybody, right? And soon what happens is those people will expect a gift every single time. And then the one time you don't give anything, the one time you're not so generous, then they either go somewhere else and or they'll cuss you out. Where's my shit? Reaction is not anything long term. Even if something lasts for months, it's not long term relationship. I'm hungry. Oh, let's go buy you some food. Yay! And the most you get out of it would be a kiss on the cheek and a hug. There's this CD I've been wanting for a while. I know I'm old. I said CD. Okay, let's make it worse. I've been wanting that iPhone for a while, the iPhone 12, and then it'll take you about 3 months, but you'll save up enough money, and then you surprise her with the iPhone 12. Yay! Mwah. You are reacting to the girl, and with 10 other orbiters doing the same shit, you think a hell of expensive gift is something special, is something that will set you apart from the other guys. All it really does, it puts you in front of the orbiter order. The orbiter order. Huh. I think we're going to coin that term one day. It puts you at the front as long as you can get her more expensive gifts. But then if you put all of your resources into that, you'll be there for maybe 2 weeks. But then when she finds out that you got no more money, boop, you get put all the way back to the end. And then guess what? You're going to try to do everything else. You're going to react to her brushing you off. Because you think being at the front of the orbiter order is going to get you the punani and or get you the relationship. But if you can't consistently bring that money to that part, set yourself up for failure. All that your reaction does, break you. You're broke now. You got no money. And whether or not she's a gold digger, the money goes, your value goes down. So, living in reaction, you don't even know your own value. You don't know your value. Because you put your value into something, I won't say ridiculous, but you put your value in something you can't sustain, which is like these expensive gifts. That iPhone 12 is going to last you 3 weeks, maybe even 1 month at maximum. But after that 1 month of using the iPhone 12, that's nothing. You're nothing. Because you're living in reaction. Okay, what else do we go? So your value may be the highest it's ever been, but after a while, your value goes down in her mind. Your value goes down. Live in reaction. Okay, let's move away from money, right? Living in reaction. 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I'm so lonely. She's texting me, by the way, on her iPhone 12. I'm so lonely. I need a hug. Don't worry. I'll get to you. And let's say you're still in high school. So at 3 in the morning, you either sneak out of your house, sneak out of your parents' house, and or come up with some blatant lie as to why you have to go out at 3 in the morning. And you're so desperate to do it that you'll actually think, what could I say? What I tell my parents has to be foolproof. And let's say they buy it, and then, well, you fulfill your request, and you think that's going to put you over the top? That's going to put you in front of the orbiter order. Say that 10 times fast. Orbiter order. It might for a week or two, but after a week or two, all of that effort, maybe you got some grief when you got back home, and then for a short time you're like, yes, I'm so proud, but after that, it really means nothing. You think it'll count for something, but really it's not going to count for anything unless you find that girl who loves that stuff, who adores guys who do that stuff to her. But don't take adore for attraction, okay? Adore you and attracted to you are very different things. The only thing they have in common is they both start with the letter A. That's it. Living in reaction. You don't know your own value. You react to the girl's whims. We don't want you to be that way. We don't want you to be that way. That shit is not generally attractive. It does not inspire a lot of confidence and put you more as a slave instead of a partner. Okay? Things like that will bring you down to the level of a slave, because consciously or subconsciously, remember, we're talking about girls in general. Some of these girls are the nicest women in the world, but they don't even know what they're doing to you. They don't know the power they have against you. They may be totally oblivious to what they're really doing, but because they like it, they like the attention, they'll let you do it. They don't know. They very well may not know that they're leading you on. They very well may not know that you're either falling in love that you are falling in love, or you are already in love with them. That's why most guys, when they confess their love to a girl, it's never mutual. It comes out of left field. It's a surprise. It's a shocker. Everything you're doing, they saw it as friendly gestures. Especially if you play it down to a friendly gesture. But the moment you confess your love for her, the moment all of that happens, I'm sorry, guys. You did it to yourself. Okay? You should have right away let that girl know that you wanted the relationship. Or you wanted her poontang. And these videos are to help you learn that all of this stuff is okay. It's all okay. But your fucking pride would not let anyone tell you, will not allow you to be able to discuss this stuff. Your fucking pride is, you have to come up with this shit alone. Or you should already know what to do because you're some big stud. Okay? You're some big stud that's hot shit. And these girls should be falling for you no matter what. I talked about the Ilsa Vista Massacre. Guy who rejected women because they never gave him a chance. Massacred many. First at his school, then went out into like the general public because he targeted the girls and the guys who did him wrong. Then he went out and just continued. And if I remember the article correctly, in the end, he committed suicide. And who knows if YouTube still has all those videos. I mean, like, his account was still open the last time I saw those videos. And then, like, damn, this guy. Maybe you can find a repost. Maybe you can. But it's definitely, the information is definitely on Wikipedia. Ilsa Vista 2014. Very sad tale. Very sad tale. But you, my guys, are not going to do that at all, right? Absolutely not. So how do we fix that? How do we not live in reaction? One, you have to recognize it. You have to recognize that you are living in reaction to this girl. Or girls. Most guys will have more than one girl they have a crush on. And then exhaust their savings on one or more of these girls. I mean that, like, this girl gets money, that girl gets money, that girl gets money. Gifts, you know? All equal. They don't know their value. They put themselves at a lower value because they think maybe they think the girl's gonna take pity on them. The girl's gonna take, oh my god. Or maybe if they stay down there low enough, she'll start to realize, like in the fucking movies, you're the one. Oh my god, you're the one. And then you make up out of that. Not true. Not true. For sure, a girl likes a man with confidence. And if you live in reaction, you're not confident. It's true. A girl will be someone who treats them equally. I'm not saying like you treat the girl like your bro, although that could work. Especially on those tomboys. Oh, they want a man who would treat them as an equal, and a lot of girls are attracted to someone like that because they're what? Not because they're assholes, because they have learned how to express themselves to a girl. When you're so busy thinking about, I want this girl to like me, you forget how to express yourself. Heck, you don't even compute to express yourself. You want her to know this guy who's cool and hip. I'm gonna copy Ryan Gosling in the movies, and then I'm gonna act like him, and I'm gonna get the chicks. No. Live without reaction. No reaction. Blank mind. And all of this is going to be natural coming to you. Okay? I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit more as we go on. And sprinkle in a little bit more. But right now is when I have to make sure you are doing the things I talked about in the past. If you haven't watched the videos in the past, go watch them. I gotta make sure you're doing all of this. Gotta make sure. Well, I'm gonna finish my dinner and my water, and hope that you're taking this to heart. Hope you will learn something, guys. Because, yeah.